Hey, what's up guys, this is Astranox. We got some exciting changes that are about to happen. Developers notes, we got balance adjustment and exclusive equipment option change preview. Let me go through this real quick. Here are the heroes that are getting a balance adjustment. Ambitious Tywin, Charlotte, Destina, a little bit, Tempest Surin, Crescent Moon Rin, Shooting Star Cactus, and AI changes on Destina. Specimen says, Crow, Pavel, Fighter Maya, Assassin Sid, Wanderer Silk, Achates, Batiste, and Celeste. Let's go through this fast. Ambitious Tywin, he can actually dispel one debuff from all allies when an ally is debuffed. So that's great. That is great. He can take care of Bazaar, any hero that apply debuffs. You know, every turn he's able to remove a debuff from the whole team. Great stuff. Skill number 3, man. Flash. Now that's completely insane. Attacks all enemies with an instant Sword Storm with a 80% chance each to stun for 1 turn. The stun wasn't there. Yo, 80% chance to stun on an AoE. That is crazy. Decreased speed for 2 turns. That's well, he had decreased speed before, but yeah, the stun, that is huge. That is huge right there. Charlotte, she can now critical hit 100% chance on skill number 1 when she is buffed. And I feel like that could definitely lead to some interesting builds on her. You can build her more tanky, stack that critical hit damage and the attack. Not worry about the crit chance if you're gonna have her buffed. When she gets attacked, she's getting attack buff and defense buff. So she's buffed, she's self-sufficient, or if you have a buffer in the group, there you go. So on turn 1, if she doesn't get attacked, she can, you know, do some AoE with skill 1, even though the multiplier is lower. It should lead to some interesting stuff. I definitely want to try her out. I'm very curious how she's going to be performing after this change, and of course the change before, which people are saying it was mostly like a nerf because her damage was reduced way too much, which I understand. But this change is actually very interesting. Destina, her exclusive equipment boosts the combat readiness for skill 2 by 20%, right? When using regen. Now this is going to be part of the skill regen. So 50% combat readiness boost on skill number 2, and the exclusive equipment now has a 30% chance to reset the skill cooldown of regen skill number 2. Very cool, very cool. We have Lilibet, which her exclusive equipment power that increased her hit chance by 20% for Soul Cutter is going to be part of the Soul Cutter skill, and now the damage dealt by Soul Cutter will be increased by 10% with that exclusive equipment. That's very cool. That's very cool. Tempest Surin, some big change here. She will dispel all debuffs from the caster and grant stealth for 1 turn when when her health is below 70% or less, and well, when 70% or less, when an enemy's turn ends. So that's very cool because that increases her survival by a ton, stealth cutting the damage from AoE attack by 50%. You can't target her, so yeah, she's gonna be very interesting because that's not the only thing that is getting changed too. The combat readiness is going from it was 15 to 30%. Now it's going to be 20% to 30%, and the skill enhancement is getting changed. So that's good if you don't have you know, the Molagoras to skill up a 4-star hero. And Moonlight Shadow attacks all, 85% chance to make them unable to be buffed for 2 turns, and inflict silence for 1 turn. Silence is so powerful, and the cooldown is getting reduced by 1 turn. Yeah, she's definitely going to be way more usable now. I love the fact that she's going to be able to remove all debuffs off of her and go in stealth. That's crazy. Crescent Moon Rin, yes, definitely not a hero that has seen a lot of play, but she's got a high base speed and she can still buff and give it to the team. She can inflict stun for 1 turn before stealing 2 buffs and granting their effects to all allies. If the enemy is not buffed, the cooldown of this skill is reduced by 1 turn. Yeah, so there you go. You can cycle through this thing faster if they don't have any buff. I love that she has a silence now. Sorry, a stun. Should lead to some interesting, you know, strategies using this hero. Cool stuff. Shooting Star Cactus. That's actually Very powerful. Dispel all debuff from both the caster and target. That's the skill number 2 that balances the health of herself and the target. That's very strong. Actually, that's skill number 3. Believe that's skill number 3. Now it dispels all debuff from herself and the target, so she gets a lot of utility there. And yeah, she can definitely keep herself alive and, you know, an ally with this skill. Yeah, I love that. So she's gonna be seeing more play. AI changes. There's something that's actually huge that's gonna happen during this update that's gonna happen. Specimen says he's not gonna be using Lightstorm if the target is you know, invincible. Kral is the same deal. I was baiting Kral into a fire hero. Like, I was using Achates, putting invincibility on herself, and then Kral would just, like, you know, horse into her, and that would do nothing. But now, yeah, he's not gonna be doing that anymore. Assassin Sid. Now, watch out for this. Target with the highest combat readiness gauge. In PvP on defense, that means the Assassin Sid will use skill number 3 against the target that has the highest combat readiness on the enemy team. So you're coming in there with a combat readiness booster, whatever, right? He's gonna be able to potentially just kill that target. He's gonna be able to remove 20 souls as well, so they're not gonna be able to soul burn, or at least they're losing 20 souls. So unless they're wearing a bunch of Tagil's ancient books maxed out, that is massive, because he can actually just straight up one-shot the combat readiness booster with 128 base speed. Very easy to have him go fast. You probably don't need actually that much, you know, speed on him to outspeed a lot of combat readiness boosters. But the thing is, his base speed is so high that you can, with a speed set, you can just invest in offensive stats, you know, crit damage and attack, so you're able to one-shot that hero. But if they're built for speed, they probably don't have you know, an immunity set, which means he's gonna be able to not one-shot maybe in some occasions, but he's gonna be able to just silence the target, which means they're not gonna be able to use their combat readiness boosting effect. They lost 20 souls, so they're heavily crippled already. I love that. Wanderer, so I think he's gonna be changing things in the meta in terms of arena defense. We're gonna be seeing a lot more Assassin Sid, because you can just slap like your best speed offensive gear onto him with effectiveness, and he's just gonna be doing great. Wanderer Silk, same deal. She's gonna be targeting the highest combat readiness target. She doesn't have as much speed. I believe it's 114, but I think her exclusive equipment might give her speed as well. The thing is, the second one actually removes a buff off of the target, and then she can silence them. So if they have immunity set, they don't have barrier from Fallen Cecilia protecting the immunity set, she can remove that and silence them. So very dangerous opener. So that Wanderer Silk. Pavo, he's going to be using skill number 2 if it's available, so he can buff his attack. He get the attack buff, and then he's going to use skill number 3. So AI change there. Destina, she's going to be using Destina's great skill number 3 when an ally is inflicted with a debuff. So smarter AI to deal with you know, heavy debuffing team. You know, if a Dizzy goes in, debuffs the whole team, or maybe just a few debuffs landed on your side, and you have Destina on your defense, then she's gonna be able to just like use skill 3, boost combat readiness, and heal up the group. So that's good. That's good. Achates, same deal with her. Says that's actually interesting. He's gonna be able to use skill number 3, Conviction, when the target has 50% health or less. Before it was 30%, but now that it's 50, that means he's a pretty big threat now. It wasn't even 100% chance to activate before. Now it will be. So that means, like, if you're not paying enough attention and one of your hero on your team got lowered to 50% health or lower, he's gonna blow up that target potentially and blow up even like your whole team. So you have to watch out for that. And that's very interesting. Very interesting. Celeste, she will be using DEFCON when her health is 80% or less, because her AoE skill on skill number 2 is not on cooldown if she has 80% health or more. So that's good that the AI is going to be changed on that. Baptiste, he's going to be targeting targets that have decreased attack debuff, so he can, you know, trigger his skill 1 into skill number 2. So that's very good. And same deal for certain victory. Fighter Maya, she's gonna be using her finishing attack 100% chance now. Before it was only 80% chance. And the exclusive equipment option change here. If you had one of the exclusive equipment that is gonna be built into the skill for Destina or for a little bit, you can just select one of the other ones, and it's actually gonna be the highest base main stat on it. So that's great. So what you guys think about these changes in the developers notes? Are you excited about some of these? Let us know in the comment section. If you have maybe new strategies, some heroes you're going to be using in maybe more, you're going to be building some heroes, you're excited about something specific, you've been like, you're going to dust off maybe your shooting star Achates. Yeah, I will be testing things out for sure. I'm really curious about Charlotte, how that's going to pan out. The fact that you don't have to worry about building crit chance on her will definitely lead to some interesting things. Anyways, let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Join my Discord server. The link is in the description. Over 1,000 members if you want to get help or help the community. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all you do. Check out my other videos. I got over almost 1,000 Epic 7 videos actually. So check those out. Videos of all sorts. Yeah, good luck with all you do. Peace out for now.